Howdy folks. Yep, sound is good. Sound is good. How we doing? Hope you're all well. We're back with what is the a milestone stream or a milestone point in this project. In that today we are going to finish the first Patreon build of the game, because I managed to get all the save system working. Bionicle, hello, welcome. Yeah. So we've got we can move things around. I can buy seed, take seed, plant seed, get some water. I can water seed, bang, bang, bang. Flour, harvest flour as before. I can repot the flour. I can still harvest it and get more seeds out of it, so there's a bit of an infinite seed glitch there, but you know, I can go ahead and save this as is, and if I, you know, mess around, I don't want to plant the flour, I want to plant another seed. Let's try some more about the place. Maybe move this. If I hit load, everything loads properly and is all working. Same with rotating things, sticking stuff in different places. It all works perfectly, which is fantastic. So with all that in place, we're going to keep like the basic level of pot that we've got, basic level of kind of general customization. Things I want to do today: I want to add in a camera controller so that you can move the camera around, zoom in and out, and what was the other thing? Move the camera around, zoom in and out, rotate the camera as well is something that I want to add support for. And then we also want to maybe add in some more flowers that are worth different amounts. Maybe we can start taking a look at adding in some arbitrary decorations using like a Kenny asset pack or something. And finally, I want to put in place some actual proper UI management for the purchasing screen, because at the moment it's all in one thing. I think it would be nice to have like a tab controlled or a tab driven menu. And I'm also considering making coins physical objects, but we'll see. Yayap and Leon, hello, welcome back. Let's get cracking, shall we? Let's get cracking. I'm gonna just go straight ahead and make a player input asset. Where is it? Actually, you know what? Better yet, I'm going to go onto the move handler and I'm going to add a player input component, and I'm going to hit create actions because I'm lazy, and that's going to be controls. Close that. I'm going to remove that from here because I want to use C# classes and subscribe to the events manually. I think that's how I want to do it. And then let's just go ahead and set up some camera controls, shall we? So move is fine. We're going to keep that as wasd. Look, I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to delete fire. I'm going to add a new zoom, which is going to be probably a value, maybe a pass through. Yeah. And it is going to be bound to, oh yeah, forget about this bug. There's a bug in the new input system in Unity's UI, which they've claimed they know about and have fixed, but clearly not, because it still exists and I'm using the latest version. But the UI is completely busted, and you have to be really specific with where you click and what you click. Very annoying. Right, I want usages for the mouse. No. Ah, no, I don't want to listen. Oh, that's so annoying. Go back, please. We want the scroll wheel. Maybe I don't want... Have I got it set to a... Float, 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 float. Or value integer. I don't want an integer. I want a float. Am I being blind? Oh, it's going to be double, isn't it? There we go. We'll go with that. Then can I bind it to... Oh gosh, what is happening? Ah, what is happening? The whole thing is broken. Whole thing is broken. I think the whole thing is broken. That's a good way to start, isn't it? Honestly. Right, let me delete this. Create a new one. Do I have a scroll wheel in here? I do. Scroll on mouse. Derived bindings. Yeah, that's fine. Mouse. Am I being blind? I must be being blind. I must be. Scroll wheel, pass through, vector 2. Let's make this pass through. Let's also make it vector 2. Go on here. Mouse. There we go. Scroll. Perfect. Perfect. My cat is being a little devil. And, you know, look at him. Do you want to go outside? I'm going to let him outside. There you go. I'll let him go off an adventure while I figure out input. Zoom, and we also want rotate, which I would like to be a value. Axis. And this is going to be rotation, direction. Oh, well, it's going to be QE actually, isn't it? QE. Negative is going to be Q. Positive, going to be E. Okay, yeah, cool. I want that to be one-dimensional axis, minimum value -1, maximum value 1. Neither side wins. All good. Keyboard, mouse. And then we should be able to read a value from that and say if it's +1, then we rotate right. If it's -1, we rotate left. Good stuff. Let's save that. And we will go ahead, and I think I'm going to be lazy. Create a camera controller. We'll obviously go ahead and stick that on our camera move handler. Ah, good. My chat is working on screen again. Fantastic. Because it has a bad habit of not doing that. Now, I don't remember. Did I can rotate it with the move handler, and I can also rotate it. I don't want to rotate it with the camera target because that's what I want to follow. So I want to be able to set this to like 45. Wait a minute. Or maybe I do want to change the rotation of the target handler. I want to rotate in increments of 90, don't I? That's what I want to do. So I want to be able to set this to 90. Yes, good. Okay, everything is as should be. Right, camera controller. Let's plonk that on there. Going to close the window. Hold on. Because it's a wee bit chilly. Let's pop this open. And we are going to have a private controls. Player controls. Yeah, that's fine. Then on wake we'll say player controls equals new controls. And we'll say player controls.enable. Or, you know, I might actually enable them in start, because then we can set up our callbacks and things as well. So we'll have what a to do here for the time being, set up our control callbacks. And then we'll also just say player controls.enable on destroy, player controls.disable. To do, remove all our input events. Cool. And what else are we going to need on here? We're going to need a serialize field for private, gets a private float move speed. A serialize field, a private float rotation time. Serialize field, private float rotation increment. And we're going to treat this pretty similarly to our current, like our previous setup, or our rotation controller setup. So we will also have a private float current, or Y rotation reference, I think. Private float target Y rotation. Private float current Y rotation. Nice. In update we can handle doing our oh well, actually, you know what, we'll call some methods. So we'll have a public void handle rotation and a public void handle position, or handle movement, let's call it that. And then we can call handle movement, handle rotation, and yeah, I think that should be all right. Give me 1 second. I'm back. I had to pick up a delivery real quick. Oh, right. Lock in. Okay, handle rotation. So in here, we're going to do literally the exact same kind of thing that we were doing before. We will say current rotation equals mathf dot smooth damp from current rotation to target rotation, with a reference to our Y rotation ref, at rotation speed or rotation time. And then we'll say transform.rotation equals quaternion.Euler 0, current y rotation 0. Yep, nice, that's all good. And then in handle movement, we'll simply say transform.translate. And I think I'm going to need to use a... Yeah, I'm going to need to use some special conversion, which I have in a old file. Let me see if I can track this thing down. Whoops, just made a new folder by accident. We want new Finder window. And I want to bring this up here so that I can see what I'm going on. Desktop. Cool, do I have it downloaded actually? I was making a game a while ago called Beast, which made use of a converter between like the angle of the camera and an input vector. So if I press left on WASD, or if I press the A key, I want to move left, it takes that vector for what is effectively vector 2.left and converts it to a world space vector based on the angle of the camera. I might have used it in some other places too, but I can't think where. Oh, where have I used it recently? You know what, it might be easier for me to just head over to Unity DevOps. No, I don't want that. I want to log in. Hold on. Can I go to the page, please, Unity? Here we go, I'm getting there, I'm getting there. Beast, beast, beast. There is beast. Cool. Let's bring this up here, and I want to go to DevOps. Repositories, there we go. Beast. And it's somewhere in these scripts. Mr. Beast indeed. It was an acronym for battle enabled. Oh, what was it? Battle enabled something something turrets. It might have been like assault simulation, battle enabled assault simulation turrets or something like that. I might have to try and track that down in a minute actually, because it will be in one of my Discord chats somewhere, but it was brilliant. Like, yeah, so good. And we had, oh, do I have a GIF actually? You know what, I'll track it down. I'll track it down later, and we can show it off, but I need to think where this is going to be, because we've got a lot to do, and we're already 20 minutes into stream. Oh, where would I have put it? Would it be in player states? No, it's going to be in the input somewhere. Or perhaps wouldn't be in the procedural animation. It would be in the game flow. No, there is nothing in game flow. Enemy IR, blah 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 blah. Player states, we've already looked in there, haven't we? We have indeed. Maybe it's in the state machine code generically, and then the player state driver. I think that's going to be where it is. Yeah, that's exactly where it is. And then here we go, this method here. Whoops. There we go. Convert input relative to camera. So what we can do, we're going to need to cache some inputs. So let's have a private vector2 move input get private set. I don't think we even need to, we don't need to do that. What am I doing? Move input. And then we'll have a reference to our camera, private camera. I'm just using a transform camera transform. Then on awake we can say camera transform equals camera dot main dot transform. So that's all good there. And then our translate, we are going to translate move input times move speed times time dot delta time. Super simple, basic movement code. I imagine I'll create something more sophisticated in a little while, but for the time being that will do, or it should do anyway. And then let's actually go ahead and set up some of our input callbacks. So where do I want to put them? I think I'll put them here. We're going to have a private void update move input, which actually, you know what, I'm not going to do it like that. I want to say player controls dot what is the thing again? It's player dot move dot performed plus equals update move input. Ah, good, it still just takes a callback context. Love that. So we're going to say move input equals not callback context. Convert input relative to camera, and we're going to pass in context dot read value as a vector2. Oh my gosh, can't type. There we go. Likewise, let's have a private void update rotation. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Player controls.player.rotate.performed plus equals update move input put. And I'm wondering, can I actually have this as a button? It seems I can. Nice. Let me just stick this down here real quick. So then we can say var rotation direction equals mathf dot sign of context dot read value float. Whoop. Like so, and then simply say target rotation y plus equals rotation increment multiplied by rotation direction, because this will be 1 or -1. Let's make sure we're calling the right thing there, rotation. And then we'll handle scrolling in a minute, because I'm going to have to think about it a little harder. Once again, in our undestroy, let's just remove those. Cool. Should be good. Gonna set the move speed to like 5. Rotation time, let's set to 0.125. Rotation increment we said is 90. Let's see if this works. Yeah, that's our rotation. Our movement sort of works. Oh, is the rotation of our camera changing depending on like where we're moved to? It is as well. I mean, that's not ideal. So one thing I can say is our rotation is inverted. I need to flip that around. I would love to have some smoothing on the move input, because at the moment it's very stiff. I think we probably need to rethink the setup of our virtual camera. Yes, I want to follow the camera target. Hold on. Maybe I don't use Cinemachine. I don't think I need to. I think I could just have the main camera be a child of the camera target. Reset. Let's move it back to like -25. And then everything should be fine. Yeah, that's our rotation. We got our movement. Cool. I do definitely want it to be perspective. Orthographic is not the vibe. Let's just go with 10 for now. Maybe 20 on our field of view. And then we'll go ahead and fix up some of the settings that we've got. Yeah. Whoa. Okay, right. See, I need to fill the view lower, but I like the, okay, orthographic for now. We need to normalize our move input, and we also need to convert it to 3D space. So let's go ahead and change this to a new vector 3. Move input dot x 0, move input dot y, and then normalize it. And let's also do player controls dot player dot move dot cancelled plus equals update move input. Yeah, cool. Now we should have a properly functioning camera controller. Yep, good. I can move around, I can rotate the camera. All of my click and drag still works properly. Oh, but my movement does not. Interesting. Is transform.translate gonna be... Yeah, it's gonna be, hold on. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to change this one. I have a feeling transform.translate is based on like factors in rotation. I don't want to factor in the rotation, I just want to change the position. Yeah, there we go. Cool, so with that we can probably add some smoothing. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna use vector 3 smooth damp again because it makes me happy. So let's rename this to move time. We'll also have a private vector 3 target position. Private vector 3 position, whoops, smooth ref. On awake, let's just set our target position equal to our current position, like so. And then over here, let's say target position plus equals that. And then we can say transform dot position equals vector 3 dot smooth damp from transform dot position to target position ref position smooth ref move time. Very nice. And then we can control our smoothing with this move time parameter, which let's set it to like 0.2 for now. What? I see the issue. I see the issue. I do also need move speed. Yeah. Move speed. That's fine. We want a serialize field private float move smooth time. That's what we want. And then we can use move smooth time down here. Good. And the move speed we can whack back up to like 25. Yeah, there we go. That's better. I think everything is a little too snappy. I'm actually going to reduce that move speed to 12.5. I'm going to increase the rotation time to 0.25. And that should be more in line with what I'm looking for. Yeah, nice. In fact, I might even make it a bit slower. Like 7.5. Yeah, that's more like it. Nice. Let me also just have a recenter button, which is going to be the space key. Well, no, not any key. Space key. Space key. Keyboard and mouse. Save. And then we'll just do private void recenter, or let's trigger recenter. And that's going to say target position equals 0, vector 3.0. Noise. Once again, remove the event. Yeah, good. So now we should be able to hit the button and it will just drag us straight back to the center, and it will move very quickly because the smooth time is like 0.25 seconds. So if I'm like all the way over here, yeah, look at that. Nice and smooth. Brilliant. Nice. I like it. I like it a lot. Adjust my values a little bit more. Yeah, that's more like it. That's more like it. Cool. And then for zooming, I had fiddled around with something for this in Shepherd. Question is, do I have Shepherd? I do. Oh, get in. All the OGs remember Shepherd. It was a game I was making 2 years ago now, I think, which I never released. I really want to come back to it. because it was super fun. But the general idea behind it. Wait, is it the simple? Wait, is this the right shepherd? This might be the wrong shepherd. Oh, bums! It's the wrong shepherd. Do I have the OG version of shepherd somewhere locally? Oh, I started remaking it in Godot. But that's not what I want. Oh no, do I not have shepherds on, like, available anymore? Or perhaps it's in a different organization. Oh no, that's a shame. That's a shame, because shepherd was great. Yeah, that's a shame. That's a shame. But yeah, it would have been like 3 years ago. It was a little game similar to this one actually, but instead of crossbreeding flowers, you're crossbreeding sheep, and the sheep would walk around and do fun stuff. It was pretty cool. I would like to revisit it at some point. So I think what we do for scrolling, let's have a I mean, let's set up some headers first of all to make this a little cleaner. I'm going to have a header movement parameters, header rotation parameters, and then we'll also have a header for our zoom parameters. No, not serializable. Serialize field, private, float, zoom, speed. Serialize field. Whoop, stop. Serializable. Serialize field. Private, float. I mean, I want it to be like a zoom smooth time because we're going to do a similar thing, and I'm pretty sure like smooth damp is not the cheapest function to run, but yeah, you know, I'm kind of okay. I'm kind of okay with running it. We'll be fine. So we've got smooth speed, smooth time. We also want a serialize field, which is going to be a private vector 2, and this is going to be our zoom min max vector, where you know, X represents the minimum, Y represents the maximum, and then we can use that to clamp our target zoom position. So private float target zoom value, private float current zoom value, private float zoom smooth ref, can't speak, ref, there we go. And we'll go ahead and handle zooming. Public void handle zooming with 1 O, not 2. No, 2 O's, not 3. And this is basically, it's going to do very similar to everything here. We're going to say current zoom value equals mathf dot smooth damp from current zoom value to target zoom value ref zoom smooth ref at zoom smooth time, and then decide what we want to use for doing camera distance, because maybe maybe we use the Z position, maybe we use the field of view / orthographic size. I think we're probably going to use the orthographic size or field of view for the time being. So we want the minimum to be like 3 and the maximum to be like 10. So tell you what, rather than using a camera transform, let's have this be a camera. And then we'll just do transform down here. And we can do main camera dot field of view. Is that going to be the same as size? We'll use orthographic size for now. Add a callback. And this one is simply going to say target zoom value equals mathf dot mathf dot clamp target zoom value plus context dot read value as a float multiplied by our zoom speed with a minimum value of zoom vector min max x and a maximum value of zoom min max vector dot y. I think it should be simple as that. So now we should be able to scroll and zoom in and out. We'll just have to make sure we tune that sensitivity correctly, because it could go crazy. So we said the minimum was going to be like, say 2.5, maximum was going to be 10. Speed, let's set to like 5 for the time being, and the smooth time I want to be 0.175, I think. At least for the time being. And then let's hit play. I've forgotten to unsubscribe the event. Oh no. Oh no. What am I doing? Update zoom value. Hold the shift key. Copy. And we're going to paste this down here. Unsubscribe from the event. Cat's back. Come on. Can you come? Slide on back over here. And let's get the let's get default value going as well. Actually, on awake, let's set the target zoom value equal to 5. We're using 5 at the moment, so that can be our default, and then it'll do like a nice little zoom to get there, I think. Yeah, look at that. Oh, invalid operation. Cannot read float from control scroll to delta control, which is value type vector 2. Okay, fair. I won't argue with that. So it's a one-dimensional axis, so I think we're going to be using x as the value that we want to read. Wait, unless I am returning it as a vector 2. That's exactly what I'm doing. Let's find out. Okay, scrolling does not work. Scrolling does not work. Could we try Y? I'm also going to do a debug.log scroll value. And we're going to log out that that value just to see which what we get. Like, if I'm being realistic, it would make a lot more sense for me to just change the control type to an axis rather than a vector 2. But, you know, we move, we ball. There we go. Look at that. Now we've got zooming. It's incredibly sensitive. Like, literally, it goes from min to max. 0 to 100. So the zoom speed, we need this to be like 0.05. Yeah, there we go, that's better. Now we can actually like control our zoom a bit more. Move stuff around, give it a rotate. I mean, that feels pretty good though, as a whole, with scroll acceleration as well. If you scroll slow, it zooms in slowly. If you scroll fast, it zooms in fast. We've got like all the stuff. We can hit load. It reloads the scene. Great. Okay, cool. Cool. That's that one checked off. So next thing I want to work on, let me actually just real quick go ahead and update that move speed, that zoom speed even. And I'm going to update the zoom time to like 0.2, just so it's a little less rough on that startup. I think actually we could probably say main camera dot orthographic size equals like 7.5, or maybe we set it to the max, so then the game like zooms in. And I am going to up that smooth time as well. Well, that didn't work, did it? Oh, it's because I need to set current. There we go. Nice. Yeah, that feels great. That feels fantastic. We can still move around, still move pot, unpot things, blah, blah, blah. Give that a rotate. Everything is working perfectly. And I can recenter. I wonder if we should have recentering reset the zoom as well. You know what? I think I will. This is me doing that thing that I do where I spend ages optimizing or tweaking the basic thing that I'm doing. Target zoom value equals 5, which we should probably not have this as a magic number, but for the time being it doesn't matter. We can chill as is, and now recentering will recenter us. So if I come all the way over here, zoom out, recenter, there, very nice. Can zoom in, recenter, beautiful, beautiful. Nice. I'm actually really quite chuffed with this. We have the beginnings of a functional project. Whoops. Sell my flower. There we go, now we have 55. Amazing, this is good. Load what I had before. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so with all that done, I think I want to introduce some new system for building out the UI for our purchasing. So rather than just having this line of buttons along the bottom, we probably want to have something along the lines of a scroll rect or some paginated thing. What I might like to do actually is if we... I was going to say we could just disable the UI for the time being. Take a screenshot, pop open Illustrator, and maybe faff around with doing some UI design. But I don't know if that's the most practical use of time. I might do it anyway, just so I can have it for later, do some actual improvements. But for the time being, I think we can probably just crack on. Yeah. Okay. So we basically want to make all of this dynamic, or as dynamic as possible, which means we're going to do a similar kind of thing here as we've done with the World Object Data Editor gubbins, and we're going to create a some abstract scriptable object for purchase data, which will have a category. Is that the way that I want to do it? I think it's the way I want to do it, because then I can just have I could maybe make it a little bit different. A little bit different, he says. Or maybe I just want to expand this a little bit further so that we can add our own category in here. Yeah, that could be what we do. So we'll have an extra category for like purchase data, and that will give us a list of things in the tree. Feels like it makes sense to me. So let's create a new C# script, which is going to be purchase data scriptable object. It's going to be abstract. It's going to be a scriptable object. We're going to have some... I mean, why am I prefix or suffixing with scriptable object? I don't really want to do that because it's kind of... feels kind of grim, but... we're in it. We're going to have a public enum category. Which so far we will have seed. Decor, garden, seeds, arbitrary decorative objects, And gardening. Yeah, this will be things like pots, planting spots, etc. And then we'll have tools. Automation, tooling. Cool. Cool. So one of the things that I really want to make is a cloud machine, which I think I spoke about a few streams ago. But we can make it so that when you tap on it, it springs out a cloud, which when the cloud is above a plant pot with a flower, it will rain on it every now and then. I think that would be super fun. Anyway, I want to basically replicate this purchase data object over on the purchase data scriptable object, because then we can just have a list of that in here, and create the buttons dynamically at runtime so that they exist under their own categories as well. Sure. First things first, let's do all this stuff. We're going to have a public world object, scriptable object, purchase object, because everything that we buy is going to spawn into the world. We'll have a public string item name, public int purchase cost, and then a public virtual game object, purchase object. And I think actually we could just have this return a savable prefab. And that is going to do it literally exactly this. Grab the object from the database and return it, or instantiate it and return it. I think our purchase position I want to be raised up a little bit, so we're going to do vector3 dot up times 2, or 1.75. Let's go with that, so it's a little bit up in the air. Nice. And then we can create a bunch of different types that sit under this. So something like a seed purchase data, decorative purchase data, tool purchase data, etc. Which each have their own item category assigned to them. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. So, for actually setting this up with my object editor, or my object data editor, we're going to have to do some tweaking on that front. I might have to reload the window as well because it's still calling itself world object data at the moment, which is not what I want. What we're doing, tools, game data, data editor, there we go, that's better. Get that docked in. And that is currently behind my face. Let me make that a bit taller so that it's kind of visible. We want in here to also grab any types. I wonder if there's such thing as let's try something. Private type array test equals type cache dot get types derived from. I can do that. Amazing. In which case I want to put the manageable data attribute on that, which I think should give us the extra category up here. Yeah, there's our purchase data, but that's going to scream at us because we can't create an instance of purchase data. Cool. That is fine. That's fine. What I would like to have is a custom tree for it. I think what I would like to do is have anything with the manageable data attribute, we should have it have some method that is get build tree, and that can then return a tree for that object. Is that the way that I want to do it, or is that going to get kind of messy? I mean, for the time being, what I can do is say if we are not if we're not null, let's say if selected data type is oh well, I can say equal to type of purchase data. Then we want to do something special. Let's just say tree.add all assets of path. It's going to be our... So that's data type dot name, object, asset root path. Whoops. Slash. Whoop. Purchase. Data. Actually, I don't even need that. I can just have it be that. That's fine. We want it to be any type, any type that derives from our selected data type. I wonder if I can pass in a... No, it's just a single type. So I guess that's fine. And then I want it to include subdirectories, but not flatten them. It's the only difference. So actually, I guess rather than... we'll maybe create a different type of data. Let's see if that's going to give us any errors first. Nope, we're good. We can still select everything as we want. So the main thing is going to be creating this create menu. It's going to be gonna need some custom scripting, which I don't know if my brain has the power for today. I'm not gonna lie, I'm clearly running a bit slow for whatever reason. So it's going to be relatively similar to this create object, where we're going to have a type, where that type derives from the thing, but we're going to be able to select, or we'll have like a dictionary, I guess, mapping. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Let's make ourselves a new class. We're going to have a public class, create purchase data. And it's going to have an inline editor for hides the object field unless it's null. Hidden object field also, yeah, okay, hidden is fine. We would like a public purchase data scriptable object purchase data. I think we can have a public create purchase data, which takes in not an enum, a purchase data so dot item category. And then I think we have our private static dictionary of purchase data so dot item category to a type, which is going to be my category type pairings. And then we can do purchase data equals create instance of category type pairings item category as purchase data scriptable object. It needs to have, does it need to have a ID? I think it probably does. Well, maybe it doesn't, because we don't need to save it. So I think that's probably fine. Yeah, I think that's probably fine. And then we can have our button basically copy paste this as before. I want to keep a track of this item category. Purchase data item name. Wait, is that actually what I called it? That's actually what I called it. That's quite convenient. Nice. And then we're going to say purchase data. I think we can probably say purchase data equals create instance using our type that we passed in. Like that. If I could spell. As a purchase data scriptable object. I can do that. Okay, so then we'll be adding this to our tree. What we also need to add is a drop down for a field, which represents our currently selected type. Which I think means we'll probably need to create a separate type in itself, which is fine because that can then keep track of what the current thing is. My brain is really not. I'm struggling. I am struggling. We are going to do tree.add, and we're going to add create new purchase data. And the object is going to be some instance of something, which could be like maybe we have a create purchase data wizard. I wanna look at the Odin documentation. Odin, what is it? Odin inline object field modes. Let's just do that. Because what I want to know if there's a way that I can hide, or what it actually looks like. Boxed draws the object field in a box. Hides the object field unless it's null. That feels weird. What does it mean, hides unless it's null? I guess I can experiment with it on here. If I set this to always completely hidden. Oh, I see. In that case, I think what we want to do is not have, yeah, I think we can have that as completely hidden because we're always going to have an instance of it. So then this create purchase data, let's rename this to create purchase data. Whee, careful. Create purchase data wizard. We're going to have the purchase data be hidden. When we make a new, or let's have a let's have you be always hidden. Hidden always even. Is that it? What is it? Completely hidden. Oh dear. And then we're going to have an enum on here. So a public item category. Oh yeah, no, we can just use the one that we've got. Oh, dingus. This is going to be public. And then we can have a on value changed update purchase data instance. Let's have that. And then we can say if I don't think I even need to destroy the instance, actually. I think I can just say exactly this. Nice. So, we should always be able to see this, and it should always be on top. And we're now going to get some errors because it's going to be like, I don't know what type of thing that is. Uncomment that. This is going to be a instance of private create purchase data wizard, purchase data wizard. Like so. And then we'll do a similar thing here. If purchase data wizard is not equal to null, we will... we have to destroy immediate. Cool. We could do a similar thing here with our purchase data wizard dot purchase data. Whoops. So that it's not got anything lingering. Where am I creating my create world object? There. Nice. Purchase data wizard equals new purchase data wizard. And now we should see some errors being screamed at us because we haven't actually mapped any of these enums to any types because we don't have the types yet. But that's fine. I think in most cases they're going to be just the base. Yeah, given key seed was not present in the dictionary. Fantastic. I would also like this button not to show unless we have a value for our purchase data. So perhaps we can Odin hide button if field is null. Nice. Oh, we could even use enum toggle buttons as the thing that we use for doing stuff. That could be kind of nice. Let's go ahead and build out our data types. So I'm going to just create a new folder, purchase data types. Go back over to our Flower data editor just so we're not ending up with any errors. Move this into here, and we want to create a C# script, and this is going to be seed purchase data. SO. That should fix my errors that I just made for myself. Good stuff. Once again, I want to steal the code from my other thing. This is going to have a public flower data. No, it's going to have a public serializable GUID flower data ID. And then we'll override purchase. Say purchase object equals base.purchase. We're going to say purchase object dot get component seed dot set flower data flower game database dot flower by ID, and we will pass in our flower data ID, and then we'll return purchase object dot game object. Oh, we can just return purchase object, can't we? Yeah, nice. That should be it for our seed data. And you know what? Perhaps we don't make this abstract. Because then we can just map all the stuff. So we'll say seed type of seed purchase data, you know what, we will just boop boop boop. Tools. Just have these be default purchase data gubbins. Like that. We should be in the money now, you know. Yeah, look at that. Oh, fantastic. That's really quite nice, actually. So that flower data ID, I think what I actually need to do, let me see how I did this on the... I think I did just give it a flower data. Oh my gosh, where is it? There it is. Yeah, I did just give it a flower data, and we just set the flower data to that flower data. That makes so much more sense. Okay, cool. Let's there we go. Head back on over. Hello, hello. I'm alright, I'm alright. A little bit sleepy. I feel like I need a nap. I've been going hard, but you know, we're doing some cool stuff. I've made a nice custom editor for for making purchases or purchase data in our game here. Yeah, I think it's like the rain and the cold, and it's not even dark, it's still light, but it's like, it's kind of chilly but also kind of warm, and it's like grey and rainy, and it's I'm feeling it now, Mr. Krabs. Anyways, with this in place now, we can, I wonder if I can create, let me create a seed. Yeah, let's test it. Let's make a seed purchase object. I want it to be a seed. I want the item name to be sunflower seed. I want the purchase cost to be, let's say, 1. We want to hide this category thing. And then we're going to say flower data is sunflower data. Let's create that. Oh, and there's an error. Parent directory must exist before creating the asset. I wonder if I can force it to create that directory for me. Because that would be handy. Basic rundown of the game. What's the basics? Let's do it. This is a cozy game where you plant flowers and sell them for money. I think I've already got a save. I don't know if it's going to work. Oh, good, it does. So yeah, you can zoom in, you can move your camera around, all the rest of it, pick stuff up and all that. You get plant pots and water sources, which is what this bucket is. It spits out little balls of water. And if you put a seed in a pot, it plants a flower. You water said flower with water that you get from water sources, like so. Flower grows, harvest flower, sell flower at the market, and you get money, which is like the whole loop. And then using that money, you can buy, you know, more different types of seeds. You can buy more pots if I had enough money. Different things to automate the watering and harvesting process and planting process. Like something I want to add is a seed drone. So you can fill it with seeds of a given type, and it will then go around to empty pots and plant the seeds in them. An irrigator, which will just automatically spit out water in the direction that it's facing in. Rain cloud, which you can just put over the top of a pot and it will water it. Lots of different stuff like that. And then various decorations and changes as well, so you can make it look how you want it to look. But it's also got like a full save load system, which took me like a week to put in place. It was a very long task, but worth it, because now we basically have done everything that this game needs to be shippable, in a sense. Right, let me see if I can have this create asset create a directory for me. Unity asset database create path for asset. Ooh, you can make prefabs at runtime. That's kind of nice. Must ensure the path that you provide uses a native asset extension. That's fine. Can't create assets inside the streaming folder. That's fine. I think I'm going to have to create the path myself, aren't I? Which is kind of annoying. Real quick, let me go ahead on the item category for the purchase data and add the, what's the attribute called? I forgot. I don't want it to be inline editor. I think I could just say hide an inspector, can't I? Yeah, that works. And then over here on my Flower Game editor, I want to make sure that I say purchase data dot category equals item category. Lovely stuff, lovely stuff. You know, I want them in a separate path because I want them to, like, I want it to look nice. Like I want it to sort by the thing. Where am I putting everything right now? Just assets, resources, that's the root path. So hold on a second. Oh, I forgot to save. There we go. Where are we at? 537. Okay. Under resources. Yeah, we're just creating stuff straight in here. I want these to be underneath object data, these to be underneath flower data. And then I want a new folder, which is going to be purchase data. And then make them in their various categories under there. So what am I doing? What am I doing? I wonder if I can all characters in the current instance beginning at the specifier have been removed. No, I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. I suppose substring is probably what I want. And it's going to be database item type dot name dot length -2. No, wait, that's the wrong end. There we go. That'll be it. No, I don't want to do that. I think probably it's this is what we're going to need to do. Do a check to see if the directory exists. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So let's say var asset directory equals this. Whoop, wrong symbol. And then we can say if directory dot exists asset directory. Let's do that. Let's test that out. So what I'm expecting is we should get under resources, purchase data, seed. No, it's not done it, not made the app. Well, where will it have made that file? Where's this directory going to be? No, it's not doing it. It's not doing it. Which means this is true. The directory exists. Let's do this. I want to see where that's actually pointing to. Assets, resources, purchase data. So we're missing the item category off of there. Oh, that's probably why. It's probably because I'm doing this. If I just ignore the path and just print the string, we should now be in the money with a nice little custom tool that will create us assets and categorize them nicely on the side, hopefully. So we should see a category over here called seed purchase data, SO, or seed even. So we want a seed, item name, sunflower, seed, purchase cost 1, sunflower data, create, boom, look at that. We have a sunflower seed under a seed directory. I just need to get rid of all of this, which is fine because we can just look underneath purchase data and we'll be good. But I think now we should also be able to create like a garden item or maybe a tool item. There, no, we'll go garden item. Basic market port. Market port. To make it cost like 100. There it is. Ten out of 10. Let's do the same kind of thing. I don't think I need to refresh. I don't need to log the directory anymore. Let's do the same kind of thing. I am going to log a warning for that. Boom. And then we want to do the same thing, or like we want to make sure we're looking under those I'm not going to faff around. Yeah, I am. I wasn't going to faff around, but I am going to faff around. We're going to do substring on here. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. That is a 10 out of 10. And what was the other thing that I said I needed to do on the path? We want to go /, and the name with the substring. Nice, nice. No world objects. That's because it's called object data, not world object. There we go. Amazing. Okay, cool. So now we have all of our stuff managed. which is nice. I would like to be able to get rid of this top level heading for the type. I think I do it like that. Yeah, there we go, items. Nice. This is very nifty indeed. I want to make sure that we don't use that these buttons as well, unless we have, unless our selected type is not purchase data. So, where am I doing my buttons? Here I am doing my buttons. If selected is equal to null, return. Or selected data type is type of. I think I can just do that, can't I? No, I can't. And actually, I don't want this here. I want it down here. I don't think that's going to do it, actually, is it? Buttons are still there. Whoops. Let's try moving that in there. And see what we get. Did I save? I did save. There, cool, there we go. So the button disappears. Nice. And I also want to make sure that I want to know what debug.log selected, because I imagine there's going to be some kind of like Odin tree selection dot nothing. No, apparently not. Okay. So it's something. Oh wait, can I select multiple? No, I can only select one. So let's have a look. Odin menu, tree selection, check if nothing selected. I guess it would be count. Yeah, cool. So if selected dot count is equal to 0, we return. Nice. That's progress. Odin is awesome. I love Odin so much. Like, that's so handy. Being able to create this whole... I would never be able to create this just with... Like, if I was doing it... It would take me so much longer if I was doing this in raw Unity. But this is amazing. This is absolutely brilliant. And to be fair, I think we're at a decent round off point for this stream. Yeah, we've got purchase data is available. What I'll probably do is I'm going to mess around with some art style stuff and some layout planning this evening / tomorrow morning. And in tomorrow's stream, we'll look to actually implement that UI into the game so that, so that everything's kind of working. We have a nice purchase menu. What I might think about as well is if I can figure out some UX for buying things with physical coins, because I quite like the idea of having a physical shop. I think I have an idea for how we could do that, actually. Yeah, I think I have an idea for how we could do that. Okay, cool. So, on that note, thank you everyone so much for joining me. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe to get notified of when I do more streams and upload more videos. If you're not already, join the Discord server, link down in the description, because I post like video updates for the stuff that I do on this game outside of streams. If you want to support the studio, you can check out the Patreon link down in the description, where you can get access to things like early builds of this game, regular updates for the studio, various developer tooling, etc, etc. Or if you don't want to pay a monthly subscription, you can support the studio for less at the Buy Me a Coffee link, which usually would be on the screen to the right, but OBS is not being very helpful. Bionicle feels bad, man. Don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow, and we'll be doing more fun visual stuff tomorrow instead of Cody backend, because yeah, there's a lot of Cody backend stuff that we've done today. But once again, thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.